Everything worthwhile is uphill. Period. End of story.
We are the result of our actions, not our aspirations.
It's difficult. It's not easy. It's not fast. It's not simple. It's uphill.
Almost every successful person that I have ever encountered has gone through not a month or a year, but many years of doing work without reward, where they have to do things that other people find boring.
Let me be very clear. I'll never give up.
I know what darkness looks like. I know what it feels like to be alone with no motivation, no drive, no passion. And what has to come out of your fucking soul in the darkest of times is what you just did right there. For the first 20-some years of my life, it was just darkness. But if you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire, you will be successful in life. I guarantee you that.
That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
Successful people are willing to do what the other guy ain't willing to do. Successful people are willing to sacrifice. Successful people are willing to make a commitment to themselves and make a decision to succeed.
Be that quiet man in your camp. All right. You got something to say that's good, beneficial, helpful, or properly corrective at the proper proper time, then say it. Otherwise, be wise. All right. Talking all the time about everything to everybody. That's not an indication of the wise.
Ask yourself this question, right? Everybody in the crowd, ask yourself this question. What do you want in life? What do you actually want? A vision that you see of yourself. What do you want? And what's stopping you? For me, the answer has been myself.
When you let something go, it's gone.
I talked to a group of lawyers this week. When I got done, one guy came over to me frustrated. But man, I keep on failing. Took me 4 times to pass the bar. I'm trying to start my business. I keep on failing at that. The whole time he was talking to me, I started smiling. He goes, why are you smiling? I said, cause you missed it. I don't see failure. I see grit, determination, drive, sacrifice. Failure means you're trying. A whole bunch of people out here never fail cause they never try. He said, how do you handle failure, Goggins? I said, I don't look at it as failure. I look at it as my first, second, third attempt. One thing in life that's for sure, the valiant motherfucker always wins. Stay hard.
I'm always going to give it my 110%. That's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. That's all that will ever find peace in. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. If there's potential inside of you, which you know it's there, but you're too scared to tell anyone else about it, and you go on and on, get older and older and older and older, and the windows of opportunity start to close, and you knew it could have been given birth to, but you never did it, I promise you, it will haunt you. It'll be more, it's a living nightmare, dude. That fact that you have the ability to do something and you're too weak to turn the key and start the engine on it is a greater disappointment and a greater burden to carry than any of this physical sweat equity or pain in the gym or sacrifice. All of that is just nothing compared to a life.
Joe, in 16 hours time, this man is gonna learn that if you disrespect a person's kindness and take it as a weakness, you must pay. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna make this man pay with his life. And I mean it. You're dead in that octagon tomorrow night.
Work on yourself. Don't try to change anybody else. It's never about the other person. It's about you.
You've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price.
They just never stop. They just can't stop. Everything in their life is geared towards one goal.
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you.
But you've got to forgive yourself. All right? The past is the past. And you've got to leave the past in the past. You cannot live in the past and the future at the same time. Now, you've got to bury the past. The past has to die, and it has to be buried. But once it's dead and buried, and there's nothing in this life that will destroy you faster than you being unable to forgive yourself.
If you misunderstand what I'm saying right now today, the problem is you. It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. And how we feel, where we want to go, using that information to excel ourselves to the future of where we want to be tomorrow, which is right now, last I looked, not when the sun comes up. So when we're ready to get up.
Go to high school, go to college, get the house with the white picket fence, have 2.5 kids, work, your next 70 years and then retire when you're fucking 107, right? Like, that's not how entrepreneurs think. Entrepreneurs don't think like that. They don't even buy into what I call the list. The list is what you're supposed to do, what they told you you're supposed to do. And the more society changes, the less important that list is. We're to a point now where even mainstream colleges don't even require, or mainstream jobs don't even require college degrees anymore. See what I'm saying? Things are changing. Yeah. And so being of sound mind and learning how to critically think, and learning how to think outside the box to get to the destination that you want to get to is extremely important. And you should have the foresight to do that before you spend all this time dedicated to that thing and then figuring out that you can't get where you want to go.
So not like I had some mentors coming in to help me. They were trying to put me in these different group places for like having some shrink talk to me and these 8, 9 kids, and one kid setting his house on fire, another kid's peeing in the trash can, banging his head up against the wall. And I'm looking at this at 8 years old, and I'm going to get back to your question that you asked me, but these are the things I had to go back and relive. Now we're outside right now. Why are we outside? Because we want to fucking transform that. So what are we going to do? What we're going to do? We're going to get a little more motivation. We're going to tell everyone who's out here that we're here to fucking win. This is my fucking time! Get in line! That's how you do it, guys. You fucking commit to something. You tell everyone about it. And no matter what, they honk and cheer for you. They get behind you. Instead of being one of those subjective nature losers in life that beats you down because you're doing better than them and you're reminding them of their failures. And here it starts. Get the mind right. The body will follow. Tell the world, get a goal. Achievable goal. And then day by day by day, you start to do that goal to make it a reality, guys. It's not guesswork. It's a science of intensity. And if you don't have the intensity, don't fucking come in.
If you see anybody in your life that you deal with and you think they need to change, stop. Change yourself. Whatever you're experiencing in life, it's not about them. If you're having a problem with somebody, it's about you, not them. If you're having a problem at work, it's about you, not your boss. You change on the inside and the outside changes. We have to look within, but we don't. We always look out. Work on the inside and your outside changes. Always work on becoming a better you.
Success doesn't come to the most intelligent or the most talented. Success comes to those who are the most hungry for it. So let me ask you, how hungry are you for success?
To truly be great at something, you have to kind of almost abandon everything.
I've seen that in various ways, like in that kind of just empirical personal study. I haven't seen anybody who I think like qualifies for that who didn't also seem to be really suffering.
100%.
And you're like, damn, you should be so happy. You're the greatest. And interviewers always, how do you feel right now?
And the obsession that you have to be the best at something, you have to abandon almost all your concern for everything else.
Champions are broken. People look at champions and try and find something that champion has that they don't have. He's like, but it's not that at all. He's like, they lack something everyone else has, which is an off button. They just don't stop.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed.
Nobody else at the moment has the power to change you unless you have that initial spark and say, I must do something. I don't want this anymore.
Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the dungeons and the demons that fly. You know, and then from there, it's like, oh, okay, you were there. You know this. There was no one there.
The margins between first and loser, the second place finisher, growing and growing and growing. They're all going to fight for second place. They won't be able to keep up with you. That's being on the right path, man. Never looking back to our past. The past is great. We're proud of it. But it's not the current day. All that is created who we are right now, where life begins.
This guy stopped me at a stoplight. He was like, hey, Goggins, why am I not getting better? I'm a big-time goal setter. I run half Ironmans. I run half marathons. I go for that new promotion at work. Why am I not getting better? I asked him a question. Do you have fear of not reaching those goals? He said no. Well, that's your problem.
I got 1/90th of a chance today. I can't blow it up. I got accountability today. That is the ultimate accountability. It's only fearful if it comes and you're not ready yet. That's when it's fearful. When you haven't been able to say goodbye to somebody. When you didn't live in the moment with a friend or a loved one or family member. And you no longer have time to let them know what you think. That's when it becomes scary. You know, my dogs and my family and stuff, I love them to death. Every minute with them, I embrace, I love it. I never want it to end, but it will end. We come into this world by ourselves. We leave this world by ourselves. We had the opportunity to engage while here, but we leave alone.
When I was in the military, we go on these instructor-led runs. Most of the time, we knew the start and end point. So on the way back, I started seeing people getting happy and shit because the end was near.
Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Work ethic, hustle, hustle, hustle. Sleep was sin in my household. Mom would always say, why are you going to watch someone doing something when you can go out in the world and do it yourself? Turn that damn thing off. Get outside. Had to be outside. Like, get out in the world. Go hustle. Figure it out. Be home at dark.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
Every moment matters. So today, you got it in your hand. Grab it. Do it right now. If you do it now, you're preparing for tomorrow. If you don't do it now, tomorrow you're going to try to repair yesterday. And you just can't do that well. Every moment matters.
This is what hard feels like. Did you expect it not to be hard? Did you expect this thing that you're trying to achieve not to be difficult? Every other person feels the exact same way. They also feel the hunger. They also feel the fatigue. They also feel the double-digit testosterone level and the lack of motivation and I've got to keep the business going and I've got to keep the relationship steady and I've got to do the rest of it. Every other person that you're competing with also feels this. This is the selection criteria of why most people can't do it and why most people quit. Beyond that is the thing that's going to make you stand out from the crowd.
If you have one good day where you eat clean, you drink a lot of water, and you got that day, you woke up, you put your shoes on, you went for a run, you worked out your driveway, you got a good day in. That's sometimes all you need to do and decide, this is what I do from now on. I have good days. Tomorrow's going to be another good day, and then I'm going to force myself into another good day. And the next thing you know, I've got some momentum.
Right.
You got some momentum, you could change everything.
The best things in life are on the opposite side of fear. The person that you want to become is going to cost you the person that you were, and that's scary. You know, Big Iron Mike Tyson, the boxer, he said that he cried before every fight because he was terrified. But that's what bravery is. Bravery is doing the thing that you don't want to do even when you're scared. This month, this week, today, whatever it is, I challenge you to go out and do something scary, because the best things in life are on the opposite side of fear.
You know what's crazy? You know you could be the one if you really wanted to, right? You know that, right? But see, you keep playing the what if game. What if it don't work out this? What if it don't work out that? What if it do work out? Then what? You gonna be happy, right? You can't say you want to win, but then you scared to lose. What kind of sense does that make?
If you want to win and struggle, it won't come overnight. You gotta learn how to be patient and long suffering, because it's only through patience and long suffering that you will reach the goal. Hear me. Nobody grows without pain.
But there were some asshole instructors that would hear the happiness and go right on past the end point. When that happened, everybody stopped talking. Heads would start dropping. And I started taking fucking souls. At that time, I knew what happened in their minds. They were living off the hope factor. They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was fucking good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish the fucking rain. When the end is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are.
Get up. Act like you playing basketball. Act like you playing football. Compete. That's what bothers me. Many of y'all are not competing. I need effort. Compete. Go to class. I just left my school telling these kids, act like you playing football. Go in that doggone classroom. Compete. Many of you have lost your competitive edge. Get your competitive edge back. I'm not against no other motivational speaker. I'm just competitive. There's nothing wrong with the opportunity. You're not giving 120. You're giving 70. You're giving 60.
You're changing. You're growing. Do you know something? Things will work out for you. You're going to have everything in your life that you dream of. Start now. Make it happen.
Let me ask you for one promise. Just one. For the next 6 months, I want you to give it everything you got. No half effort, no distractions, no excuses. Just pure effort. Because the truth is, success is nothing more than effort consistently applied. Stop feeding your weaknesses and start doubling down on your strengths. I guarantee you, by the end of this year, your entire situation will look completely different. Deep down, you really know it, but you keep playing the what if game. What if it doesn't work? But what if it does work? What if all the opportunities you've been waiting for finally line up? Because you finally showed up with everything you had. So here's my challenge for you. 6 months. 6 months of real, relentless effort to become the person you want to be. The time to start is right now. 6 months away. I'll see you at the top.
There's a famous poem called Don't Quit, which has these lines. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out.
It was you. It was you. There was no pat back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom. You did that. So as times get hard for me, the truth comes out. And my truth is powerful as
You'll see the gains like I did, and you'll fall in love with it. Even though it's tiring and exhausting, and you're sweating your ass off, and you're tired as can be, small down payment that you're willing to pay every day for the large investment of a greater life. You only got one life, guys. Again, if you work it right, you only need one.
Boy, I can tell bad times are right around the corner again. I can tell by the emails I'm getting talking about, I can't get a break in life. I hate that damn mentality, but I can't get a break. You aren't given any breaks in life. You make them for yourself. We are all being tested in life. While my test is different than yours, you will be tested. And how you face that test and how you overcome that test determines the rest of your life. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics. I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half that I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding. Stay hard.
Like if you are going to be a slave to your emotion, you are going to lack control in all areas of your life forever. You cannot be a slave to how you feel. Decisions made about your life have to be made with the outcome in mind, and you have to commit to taking those actions with the outcome in mind, understanding that if you don't take them, your life is going to be shitty, and you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be fucking disappointed and unfulfilled. And dude, it's just, it's the way it is.
A lot of you are trying to find inspiration and motivation with a depressed mindset. You're depressed because you're not doing with yourself. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's where you find inspiration. Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. And some of you aren't doing shit. Your 10% is just getting off the fucking couch. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing.
For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. No one could have convinced me by holding on, by continuing to push forward, by continuing to run toward my dream, that one day I would have my own talk show. It's a long shot, ladies and gentlemen, from Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor, never knowing my mother or father. It's a long shot. Being here with you today in this dome in Atlanta, it's a long shot.
If you put your head down and lock in on the vision, how could you not win? Only thing that's going to cause you to lose is your mentality. But that's between you and you, though.
It's the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are, it may be near, when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Going into combat, going into war, out of the 100 men that go into war, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 of them are just targets. 10 do most of, or 9 do most of the fighting. 1 is a warrior. And it's a true quote to life. I saw it going through training. I saw it everywhere I went. There's so many people who just show up to life that shouldn't even fucking be around. And there's few people who do all the work. I wanted to be part of that 9, and I'm working towards being that 1. And that's just how I live my life.
Some of y'all got this concept of what you want to accomplish. You know, some of y'all are motivated by broke. I'm broke, I'm stuck, I'm up, I can't do nothing. Some of y'all are motivated by just wanting to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Other folks are motivated by materialistic things. It's a very simple concept. If you want it, you gotta go get it. It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide clubs, partying, trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it.
Do whatever it takes. Reach your goals. Make your dreams come true in whatever it is in life. And you can always do more.
So I'm here to tell you that it will take longer. It will be more difficult. It will require more effort on your part. But you know what I can tell you about that? When you do the hard things, you will have a happy and easy life. But if you constantly choose to take the path of easy and negotiate and compromise, you will have a hard life that ends with regret. So I'm here to tell you that if you live a no compromise life, if you become unreasonable in your expectations, find a group of fighter jets to belong to and no more fucking crop dusters, you will become the 2.0 that you deserve to become and that your family deserves to have as a leader. So gentlemen, thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of the Bedros Keuilian Show. And always remember that average is the enemy. Success is your duty. And life can switch to the 2.0 version when you are ready to flip that switch.
You have to pick something and then you have to commit to it for as long as that's going to take to make sure that you see it through. And the other thing people do is they pick something and then when it gets hard, they decide they want to change to one of the other options. And then when that gets hard, they change to one of the other options. And you can't get anywhere with that either. You're going to have to realize that whatever you pick, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. There's going to be times when you love it. There's going to be times when you hate it, when you'd rather do anything else but that. But you have to keep going because it takes that long to materialize into success. Now, in terms of what you want to pick, you know, there's a lot of different philosophies on this and a lot of different thought processes.
How would I know? I know that I am driven. There's a zillion things that have happened to me in my life. I don't know which one it is, but we create these narratives around it to believe it. And I'm bringing this kind of conceptual idea because right now many of you are creating stories that you tell yourselves to make yourself feel better about why your product isn't as good as it should be, but you have an excuse that only you need to believe. And you believe that excuse, so it excuses you from working harder on the stuff you know you should be doing but aren't.
So there's a lot of pockets of weakness nowadays, and we try to fill those pockets with lies. I did it for many years. So I'm out here in Colorado for a conference, and I go to the gym, and this trainer calls me over to talk to this group of people he's training. He says, "Hey man, what are you doing out here?" So I tell him. He says, "What kind of workouts are you doing?" I said, "Well, one workout I'm doing, I'm climbing up this mountain, 3,000 feet, 3 miles. Because I do that every day." So the next day I'm out looking for him. Didn't see him. A couple days later, looking for him. Didn't see him. So here I am on the mountain again, climbing it. And there's a gondola that takes you up, takes you down. I'm going up it. I see a gondola. I'm about 5 minutes from the top. I look up at the gondola. I see him, face pressed up against the window, looking at me or eyes me. It's called the look. When you take a motherfucker's soul, don't talk about it. Be about it. Practice what you preach.
You're getting soft, brother. Soft and weak. Say the Bob of Sundays, eh?
No one's gonna fucking come to help me. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I gotta start doing is facing every fucking fear I have. No matter what the fuck it is, man. And these things would keep me up at night. No one, people who are hearing this, they will never really understand and grasp. And you face these things and so many things, how they keep you up and haunt you at night. To either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month. And at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 fucking years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became. Or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed.
If you give it all you have, you're going to get max potential back. And then who knows what comes. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You'll never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl if you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go? That's the faster the opportunity will come to life for you. It's up to you guys. But I applaud you for being here. I applaud you for watching this, encouraging you to incorporate this in your workout.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass. Though the vision tarry, wait for it. He's not just the beginning, he's also the end. If God started it, he will finish it. Shout yes!
I want to see him keep up. Keep up. Let's go. Come on. You supposed to be the man? I know you can be the man for a month. Keep up. We doing this 365. We doing it 365. Keep up. We doing the next mixtape or next album come out. Come on. Where your albums at? I see people trying to do what CJ doing. I ain't seen nobody's blow up yet. Come on. We got another one coming. Come on. We got that dog.
We destroyed that here tonight. It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. Mano to mano, me and you. And where we want to go tomorrow. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. You get the clock says it's 10 o'clock time to go to sleep or 9 to 5 time to go to work. That's bullshit. If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can scream my fucking ass off. No one hears me. I can cry. I can shit myself. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week. And no one sees it. Cause it's supposed to be that way.
What the hell were you all waiting for? Start attacking light. Waiting for the stars to align. Back when I was growing up, the song came out. All I need is a miracle. Well, guess what? That miracle ain't coming. There is no perfect time to start. You gotta start now with changing your life. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on. We all have our own test. Some of us are obese. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are insecure. In the military, we had this big old rucksack on the back. Had batteries, water, extra gear. Your extra gear is the shit you're dealing with in life. And the only way to overcome it is for you and you alone to face it. You gotta do your best work when you're least motivated. So those days you don't want to do it, guess what you gotta do? You gotta suck it the fuck up and do it. Stay hard.
This is a fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. All those motherfuckers that come in here, their hair done, the makeup, you know, these guys come in the shirts to be seen, missing the fucking point, man. Missing the point. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life, you never wonder what it. Don't need to say, I gotta burn the midnight oil so I don't stay awake in the midnight hours wondering this. We just erase that out of the equation. We're putting the work in now so we never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Run by our desire where we want to go tomorrow. Our competition's fucking asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition.
I just got off a 17-hour flight. And I'm sitting there thinking, take a day off. No one will know. There's always someone out there working harder than you.
All these guys that think they have a lot of choices are really, sort of sadly mistaken. And I think, as we all have done with our own children, they learn these lessons of life as they get older. And sometimes the best way to learn is from the mistakes that you make, even though we all hate to see them have to make them. And we don't really condone it when they do.
There's a lot of people who want to go back, watch the game, get a drink, bag it. They want to bag the rest of the day. But the question is, are you done yet? Are you truly finished with what you came to do? And so my phrase that I've said to myself for a lot of years, and I say it in the darkest of times, don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. So remember that. Are you done? A lot of you are not done.
Fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. And so it looks like this ocean that you're going to step into and drown. But as soon as you step into it, you realize it was not that deep at all, and you can keep walking through it. And I just love that visual.
When you guys burn out physically, you push your current limitations to a new barrier, do you not? You hit failure and you go beyond. You force your body to create demand to grow even more. By burning out physically, you ensure that you grow physically. If you don't burn out physically, and even though you go to the gym, you put your time in there, you check the box, yeah, I went to the gym, man, all good. You come back around, you look in the mirror, man, I'm not seeing anything, I'm not seeing any changing. No. Well, because you haven't pushed yourself for your body to have a reason to change. If I gave a valiant effort to something, day in, day out, I saw no change, I'd probably quit too. But the reason why you're quitting, man, the reason why mentally you're burning out, is because you're not burning out physically. It's that mind-body connection of invincibility when you sync them up, guys. Every transformation always gets worse before it gets better. It's supposed to be that way. The journey you're embarking on here with MFT 28 is not an easy path. It's not for the ill-hearted or the weak-natured. It's for the strong people.
Every day, because I have a vision, I have my confidence, and I believe in myself.
People call it arrogant, I call it confidence. Ignorant people call it arrogant, intelligent people call it confidence. I believe so much in myself and I have a bulletproof mind, and when I go out there, I know what I'm able to do. And I do it good. Please do not offend me. I don't need to prove nothing.
You have to push yourself so hard and go so far in the arena to feel that mental anguish and physical pain that you can't go anymore, but somehow you find the intestinal fortitude to take it one more rep. The mental pride you feel and the transfer of pain to exhilaration physically is something once touched you can't live without. That's why in here it's not work, it's love. It's a process that you're proud to be a part of. It's an everyday, it's not work, it's love, man. Once you find the love in your work, the sky's the limit on your potential.
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside. But no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life. Prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.
You got all the stuff. You got it all. But you will not outwork me because your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your face has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your two-parent background has nothing to do with my work ethic. You will not outwork me. On your jet, you will not outwork me. In your Bentley, you will not outwork me. You will not outwork me. You can't do it. Don't put your limitations on me. I'm dead to your limitations.
I promise you one thing. If you put your mind to it, and you work hard, and you never give up, and most importantly, you don't listen to rejection, you can achieve anything in life that you want.
Lazy people don't know how to start. Weak people don't know how to finish. Successful people don't know how to stop.
Your brain needs pressure. It needs constant pressure. And stress and pressure is not a bad thing. We have this thing where we feel like stress is bad. It's bad for you. Bad. You know, you need to relax, man. You need to chill. Stress will kill you. No, being bored will kill you. Not having anything to do will kill you is much more dangerous than stress. I'd rather die under the stress than be bored and have nothing to do.
Lay hold of it. You lay hold of it. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. Some of you are so ignorant. You've been through so much hell. You gonna quit now? Your limitations don't exist in my world. Those are your limitations. Keep them. Go home, watch them on TV. Go home, read the newspaper about. Go home and look in the mirror. Go home, call your homeboy, and y'all talk about your limitations. I ain't got none.
We're gonna be stronger and more capable also. Leg up in society. Get the edge. Own it. Work for it. Fight for it. Caress it. Give birth to it. With that comes whatever dream you want. It begins today, it continues tomorrow, and it never fucking dies. This is second place. It's that. It's not you. Don't ever sell yourself so short to think that this is something that you can live with.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! I'm a lawyer! That's my job! That's what I do!
Seriously, guys, this is right now what we're feeling right now. This sweat equity is the sawdust therapy, the sawdust, stage of a transformation and construction from what could be into what was. What was, it was decent, it was good, but not good enough for us. That philosophy, good enough, doesn't make tomorrow have enough. So therefore, we rip the motherfucker down. We're ripping the bicep down, the triceps down. We're going through the sweat after the pain of it all. Into fulfillment of greatness of what we want to be. That's what this is about. Every set you put a smile on your face, but you're getting closer and closer to that forever dream that everyone dreams about, wants to be, but never is. Today we're making those steps to ensure we're not the wannabe.
You think when you're young that you have all this time. You have no time. There's no time. I mean, one of the quotes on the wall in the gym in there is, there is no tomorrow from Rocky 3, there is no tomorrow. That let's get all this done today.
The fear that people have when they're starting out is that they say things like, I have nothing going for me. I have no advantages. I have nothing to my name. I have no money. I have no network. I have no resources. But using Rory Sutherland's reframing, it also means that you have nothing to lose, which makes you incredibly dangerous. And I think people wildly underestimate how many shots on goal you can take when you have nothing to lose. Whereas when someone has something to lose, they have to be more and more selective about the shots they take. And so you have the perfect conditions.
So feeling that pressure, it makes your eyes pop open. It makes your brain focus. It makes you alert. It makes you want to live. It makes everything seem exciting to you because you've got to get things done.
I had to stop thinking normal. I can no longer be a common man walking around doing common things. But no one taught me this stuff. It wasn't like I had, I paid a trainer to come train me. Jenny Craig didn't come down and miracle my ass. None of this happened. It was on me. And that's what you have to realize. Everything you do, you may have some support, you may not, but it's on you. You have to make the decision whether you want to be a badass or whether you just want to be mediocre and everything's okay. But being a badass hurts real bad. And that's why I didn't want to do it.
And I want to see you develop into the 2.0 version of yourself. And that only happens when you are ready to let go of living like an average human and start living like a savage who deserves success, abundance, happiness, security, prosperity, legacy, meaning, fulfillment, significance, purpose. Doesn't that sound sexy? Like you're either going to play video games sitting on a couch having fucking Cheeto dust in your belly button. That's going to be the highlight of your day. Telling your sad victim story to others.
I'm haunted by that motherfucker. Knowing that someone out there is willing to forgo personal desires and comforts, forgo sleep, forgo whatever it takes to be better, to be the best. In life, a lot of times, a lot of us have that person out there. There may not be a name or a face to him, but he exists. You make sure in life to think about that person. You make sure they put a name and face to it. You make sure the name and face is yours. You do the haunting. Get in somebody's head. Own space. In those times when you want to quit, because we're all human, you make sure you remember one thing. All those times and hours and days you sacrifice to be the best. Stay hard.
You need that X factor. You need that leg up. It's too fucking hard. This workout will ensure that you never have to question your intensity. You make it through this, guys, you're going to make it through life. I said leg up because that's what this is. It's a leg workout. And it will bring you a leg up in life. It's intense, man. I'm not sure I'm ready for it. But the challenge of that inspires me to fucking reach barriers I haven't been to. And I'm excited to share them with you. You guys watching this, share them with yourselves and friends. Don't stop the journey is what they're saying. Don't forget where you came from. Remember that person that was hungry, that wanted more.
No college training, labeled educable, mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream.